everybody, welcome to another episode of the Civil Canadians. I'm Scotty and I'm with good old King, Kansas. How you doing?
I'm feeling great, Scotty. It feels like my birthday. You know, this is episode 76. And of course, that was the same year, doesn't matter what century, that the king was born.
All right.
So let's, what are we going to be talking about in this lovely episode, Scotty?
So the only thing we're going to be talking about is that Disney is looking to buy Fox. So when we talked about this last week, we talked about Disney buying Warner Brothers. I don't know how we knew that.
And everybody.
Everybody. So now this news broke. What do you think of this news?
Scotty, I love it because I think we're going to finally get those Marvel properties that has eluded the rest of the MCU. Mm-hmm. And they'll be able to grab it and kind of do whatever the hell they want with it now.
So with this, if this deal goes through, they'll be getting all the TV shows. Mm-hmm. They'll be getting Fox. Fox is Gifted, the X-Men, and Fantastic Four, which I think is a good idea. And also the other properties they have.
It's perfect.
Now,
Scotty.
with the X-Men and the Gifted thing, they might just be separate, like how they
separate universe kind of thing?
Yeah, if they need to bring them together, they'll do some big storyline. Fantastic Four, for sure, they'll
they'll fit right in with the rest, Scotty. They can just fit in.
Maybe that's one of the secrets of Avengers 4, that they're keeping so secret.
And that's why they couldn't do the title.
And the directors have said there's going to be a lot of surprises.
There you go.
Unexpected characters, so who knows?
I like that. And
maybe they're secretly casting Fantastic Four just in case if the deal does go through.
You never know. Maybe that'll be a surprise at the end of Infinity War.
Just a Galactus just showing up. Is like
that'd be sick. Or Silver Surfer even, Scotty?
Yeah, it's like,
can you imagine Surfer?
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, Thanos failed. Now it's our turn.
Or Doctor Doom watching from the distance because someone's going to swoop in and because who's going to be the baddie after Thanos is defeated, because we're assuming that he will be defeated, whether it's in 3 or 4 Avengers.
Probably 4.
So someone's going to have to step in and fill that role, and who else but Doctor Doom to do so, and that's how you introduce your Fantastic Four, like you're alluding to. X-Men, Scotty, I think it's going to work. They'll just have to keep them in there. You know, they exist. They're on their side. And if it's necessary, if the storylines somehow are connected to each other, then you're going to see the X-Men mingle with the rest of the MCU. But they're going to be there, and if they need to use Cyclops or Wolverine for whatever part of the story, they can throw them into a movie and not even worry about it. But I think you're right. You can still keep them separately, and Deadpool too, right? Because what are you going to do with Deadpool? Because that's rated R. You're not going to PG-13 them up.
No, so they'll basically say just continue what they are doing. We're not going to touch that.
Exactly. You think they're going to do what they do in the comic book, Scotty? How they have that Marvel separate line that they had, a R-rated line? Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be.
With the X-Men and Deadpool, yeah. Fantastic Four, no. They're going to use Fantastic Four.
I think you're right. You're 100% right. But I love the idea. You love the idea?
I'm happy with that idea.
I love it. And like I said, and Disney's doing it because they probably want to get some of their properties to put them on their own streaming network, right?
Well, they have some theme parks like Pandora from Avatar. They don't have the rights.
So there you go.
They don't have the rights like this. If they get the movie rights, they can do a lot of things.
So now, Scotty, you think that Fox is offering all that stuff up because they do need funding and money for movies like you were saying about Avatar and stuff?
What I was reading online, they want to focus on their news and their sports.
That's fine. Give it to them.
So they're going to get rid of their movies because realistically, they're
not making money.
They're not making money. They're losing more money than they're bringing in.
That's so true.
So their money's coming from their news and sports.
Advertising and all that. Yeah,
right?
Fox Sports.
So what they're going to do is sell the movie rights, give it to Disney, because Disney's the only one who can buy them. Then Disney can get their properties that they wanted. Marvel can get the characters they want, because realistically they're only missing 2 franchises.
Exactly.
Fantastic Four and X-Men, right?
That's right, and that's 2 big universes that'll be cool, big pieces of the puzzle for Marvel, right?
And Kevin Feige says, we always have a plan B. If we get those characters, we know where we're going to put them.
Plan B? Because Plan B is because.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just weird how it's just weird how we talked about this last week and then news broke a couple of days later.
And I'm telling you, honest to God truth, Scotty will tell you, we were just talking about, just for fun. If they bought Sony to get Spider-Man, because they got money. Disney has money coming out of every pocket, pretty much of their. They can get their hands on, and why not? And we're like, how about if they bought WB? Maybe it's coming, Scotty. What do you think?
Let's ask you a question.
Okay.
You know your actors, right?
Yep.
Okay, who would you want to see as the Fantastic Four?
Actor-wise?
Actor-wise.
Interesting.
The thing is, I would want to see the original cast, minus Chris Evans, because he's Captain America.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I loved him as Human Torch. He fit. He was a joke because I've seen him in previous movies.
Chiklis, he did not like doing those movies, from what I understand.
No, they could just get some big wrestler to play that part, easily.
Or what they can do is they can have him do it again, but don't have him in the costume.
Just CGI him.
CGI, like how they did the other crap. Fantastic
Yeah, even
Four.
with Iron Man, right? Like, that's what they do for Iron Man.
Iron Man, he just wears a mask.
Yep.
His chest plate, and that's it.
So you know what? Maybe he'll come back. Jessica Alba as Invisible Woman. I don't know. I like the one who they just got the recent one that came out. Scotty.
That one, that girl.
Oh my God, I can't remember her name now.
But whatever.
But I think she can be a good Sue Storm. I think Mara.
Mara.
Yeah, I can't remember her first name, but Mara.
What about Mr. Fantastic?
I like the first one. He's fine. I don't like the young guy. What's his name? Miles Teller.
No, the one who was in Watch Dogs or Dog.
Yeah. Miles Teller. That's his name.
Yeah.
You know what? No, he doesn't suit him. He has to be a little older, and he just looked a little odd.
So I would say original cast would be good.
Original cast. If you bring back Jessica Alba as thing, I'm not going to complain. For sure, I'm not going to.
Because that franchise is dead, so you can technically bring them back.
Now, Scotty, since you mentioned that, would you bring back the guy who played Doctor Doom from the first one as?
Yeah, I love him.
He's good too.
He's very good. I would bring him back.
I'll bring that actor back 100%. Now, the funny part is if they're going to be getting all these properties and if they're going to have a rated R, you think we're going to be seeing characters like Blade? Finally? I know you're not into the vampires and all that.
I don't know.
Scene, because then you're going to probably be bringing in Morbius.
Yeah, that's true.
For Spider-Man, right? So then, I think it's going to be cool, Scotty. Could you imagine Ghost Riders and all those guys together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? It's going to be hard unless they do their own. Disney's doing their own streaming. Unless they want to keep like a section for adults.
I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a Marvel rated R adult sub universe, but it's still kind of tied up if it has to be kind of thing. Maybe you'll have some of the other main characters popping in there just to kind of they're connected, but we're not going to do anything like that.
Okay, so now X-Men.
Okay.
Who would you want to see as Wolverine?
Well, now they casted him as Eddie Brock, but Tom Hardy was my choice.
Well, technically...
Who would you pick, Scotty?
Well, technically, he's not in the Marvel Universe. So.
Yeah, but you know what? It's going to confuse everybody because if he's somewhat tied to Spider-Man, because we don't know the whole story on that one, I don't know. Like, like I said, I wanted Tom Hardy badly for Wolverine, but who else would you cast now?
I don't know.
It ain't going to be Tom Cruise, I'll tell you right now, buddy. You know?
Tom Cruise is Wolverine? I cannot see that.
He was going to be Iron Man, right? We
Thank God.
discussed before.
Thank God he was never Iron Man.
Tom Cruise is my buddy, but no, him as Iron Man, it would have flopped. There's no way. Maybe in the 90s when they wanted to bring him out, but now like how we did with Robert Downey Jr., no. He is the one and only Iron Man.
Yeah, well, X-Men is too hard to say right now.
There's just so many actors, even the ones that are, from the movies right now. Like, did you bring back Mystique? Did you bring back the Phoenix? Like, they're going to do the Phoenix, right?
Didn't Hugh Jackman say he wanted to be in it?
He did, but I think they're going to recast him. Or Scotty. I don't think they're going to put maybe a male lead in there. Maybe they're going to put X-23, and she's going to become the new Wolverine like she is in the comic books.
She's too young right now.
Well, that's how she's in the comic books. Daphne Keane. Well, that character, X-23, becomes Wolverine in the comic books.
In the comics, she's like a teenager, though.
And then, like I said, if they're going to do that, they might do that. Maybe they're going to be introducing a lot of female characters now, and then there's going to be a female Thor. Right? Because you said that, doesn't he become king or whatever he does?
King of Asgard.
So maybe after the Avengers movies, Thor becomes king of Asgard, and then you're going to need a Thor.
Well, technically, he is king right now. If you watched Ragnarok,
it's true.
He is king right now.
Yeah, so you know what? He's going to have to rule, and he won't be able to fight because they can't have their king risk his life, because who's going to become the next king after him? There's no successor, exactly, right? So that you're going to have to get a female Thor for that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But anyways,
so many choices,
so many things, and the storylines they can do. Galactus, Silver Surfer, Submariner, yeah.
That's gonna be good.
The thing that kind of got me disappointed with the second Fantastic Four movie.
It was leading to that.
Yeah, Galactus was a cloud.
Yeah, and that was stupid.
The way Silver Surfer's like, yeah, I'm not serving you no more, and he just blew him up, and I was like, what? I was like, okay. When I heard Galactus, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna think about this big mechanical being gonna come
Exactly.
crush the earth with his bare hands. No, he's a cloud. I was like, okay, maybe that's his ship. Maybe he has
Exactly.
a ship that's
he's gonna come out of that planet or whatever the hell.
that cloud thing that looks
Yeah.
like a ship or whatever.
Exactly.
I thought he was gonna come out of it.
Yeah, that was a letdown. That's
then-
what killed it.
His arms are like the clouds that look like tornadoes, and I was like,
And Silver Surfer's worried about that, and he's just some
I was
sort
like-
of planet cloud thing.
yeah, I was like, how
Yeah.
the hell did Fox approve this? How? Tim Story, he says he's a comic book fan,
And that's what you do.
and you make Galactus a cloud, and the Silver Surfer was so good, and then you make him.
I know the Surfer was very good. Vinny Jones, not Vinny Jones. What's his name? It is something Jones though. He's on Star Trek now. I can't remember. Doug Jones.
Doug Jones. So
Yeah.
they make him such a good established character to serve a cloud that gets wiped out in like 2
So
seconds.
stupid. Like they could have left him out.
And if you paid attention when he was in his core, you saw kind of his face. I don't know.
Yes, an image,
You
slight
saw,
image
you
of
saw
his
the
face.
slight image of the horns. And
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what kind of pile of crap is this?
Did they run out of money? That's what you're thinking. Almost like they did it that way, so they didn't have the money or budget to kind of produce.
Yeah.
Maybe the technology wasn't there, Scotty.
Yeah, or
that's what I'm thinking.
Even the Fantastic Four that came out 2015.
Yeah.
They trashed that movie. They like
Oh.
Doctor Doom, his suit molded into his body. What kind of trash is
The
that?
last third or the last act of that movie, Scotty, they ruined it. Like,
The whole
don't tie Doctor Doom's origin with the Fantastic Four, because that was never the case.
No, it was so trash. It was like,
Right?
I was like, that movie from 2015 was so bad. The first two with Jessica Alba were really good. That's what I always
No,
say.
it made it look. I'm telling you, Scotty, I liked the new one until the last third of the movie, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching here? Like, what happened?
Yeah, they just kind of shit on the movie. I don't know. It's like the Fantastic Four always get shit on. I don't understand.
And you know what, Scotty? And I think that's what Fox decided to, because if they want to sell their properties, like they took so many risks already and they didn't go anywhere. And now with Marvel being the money-producing machine with Disney's money,
Yeah.
it's time to give back your properties, cut your losses in a sense, right?
If you look at it, Fantastic Four, you're losing money. X-Men, you were making money in the first couple of the first
yeah,
trilogy.
and if this new one that they're gonna come out with, the what is it, Dark Phoenix, or whatever,
Phoenix.
if that doesn't do well, and I think they'll just do it, end it, and then reboot the damn thing.
Well, what they're gonna do is they're gonna have to finish Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, just finish that second trilogy or whatever the hell
The
it is.
beginning of the third trilogy.
Oh, see,
And then, well, just finish it. Marvel's gonna
get rid of it.
Okay, when the deal does go through, because it is gonna go through.
Yeah,
Disney's just gonna say, okay, because you're already filming Dark Phoenix, finish that,
exactly.
and then we'll take over after that.
That's right.
So-
Keep the money for yourselves. We'll take the property and all the guys after that.
Disney's hoping for it to flop really bad, so Fox doesn't get any money.
Yeah, because you know, Scotty, I've been waiting for a good Magneto. I know we got what's his name playing him. What do you call it?
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, he's okay, but even still, you cast a good actor like that, and you still didn't see the Magneto that we know from the comic books ripping the crap out of places.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have that look to him. Okay, that's my thing.
You know who I would? You know who just came into my mind?
Who?
To play Doctor Doom?
Who?
The actor who played Caecilius in Doctor Strange.
Caecilius. Oh, yeah. He plays a villain in almost all the different.
I forgot his name.
Yes, I can't remember his name, but I know exactly. He's that Swedish whatever
Yeah.
actor. He's an amazing actor.
I can see him as Doctor Doom.
He can play him because you just want to see his face
Do
for
you
a little
know-
bit, and then he'll be behind the metal thing anyway.
Do you know he went for a casting call to play Doctor Doom
Did he?
for 2015's Fantastic
Way
Four?
back then, and he didn't get it.
He when he went into the audition, he read the script and he's
Okay.
like, "This is pile of trash," and he walked
So
out.
he knew better to bail before he got zapped. And go, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be associated with that.
So technically, Caecilius is dead now,
Yeah.
so he can go for Doctor Doom.
Yeah, might be able to, but I don't know if the fans are gonna say, "Oh, he used to be here." That's who he is now? I don't know, but it'll be interesting because it's gonna be cool to see who they're gonna cast for a lot of these characters that we follow. It's gonna be amazing, and the options.
I just want to see Wolverine meet Spider-Man. That's the only two I want to see.
Oh, I see Wolverine fight Captain America, so you hear the metal on, the shield. It's gonna be phenomenal. But like I said,
So that means if the X-Men do come, then they can introduce
good.
adamantium.
yep,
They
they
found
can
it-
actually vibranium. It's actually adamantium.
No, well they'll fight a new element. They found
It'll be stronger than that, probably.
Yeah, it'll be stronger than vibranium.
Vibranium, whatever.
Adamantium.
It hurts your brain after a while, Scotty.
Yeah, anyways.
It's like with these terms.
Do you want to talk about anything else with these characters before we go?
Scotty, I think that's pretty much it. We're excited that, there's that possibility that they're going to merge or take over those properties so we can actually see them in the MCU where they should be in and get proper, I guess, introduction, and they deserve it because Fantastic Four is a big property and those characters, it's cool to see.
Marvel, the movies made by Marvel are made by fans.
Exactly.
The directors
are involved.
The movies made by Fox are made by businessmen.
Exactly, and so they meddle.
They don't know what the hell they're doing, right?
Nope, they meddle and they ruin everything else and their properties, and then nobody wants to see them.
And the fans are telling them, hey, do this because we know it's going to work like this. They're like, oh yeah, we're not going to listen to the fans. We're just going to do what we want.
That's right. It's our money. We'll do whatever the hell we want. Well, guess what? People are not going to go see it.
Marvel makes money because they please the fans. And when you please the fans, that means money.
And Scotty, you got directors who really love what they're working on. And that's what seems to work. Whoever they have been placing, just look at Thor's director.
Yeah, because Marvel's like, okay, you can do whatever you like, but make sure you follow the script.
Exactly.
If you need to change it to the way it's still going to fit the story. Like Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok was originally going to be a serious movie. Mm-hmm. It was going to be total serious, no funny, no comedy, whatever you want to say. Yeah. Look, Taika Waititi changed most of it, and Kevin Feige's like, go for it.
Yeah, because, Scotty, at the end of it, it's still a serious film, right?
Yeah.
It's what you put into it. And, it has some comedic tones to it. Mm-hmm. But it's still serious because I think overall it is one of the worst or serious Marvel films out there. Look how many lives were lost.
Yeah.
Talking about a whole entire planet.
All his friends are dead.
Gone. So many deaths.
Yeah. Right? So it's like, you know what? It's.
So it is still a serious, kind of dark movie, but at the same time, it has lighter tones and elements in it, and that's what makes it work. And that's why we're surprised that it turned out the way it did, because you're thinking, with all this death and destruction, how the hell could it still be funny? And it worked. It didn't take away from the seriousness of it whatsoever.
No. All right.
Okay.
All right. That's it. So that's it for this week. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell thingy so you don't miss out on anything. And then stay tuned
for next week's episode, Tuesdays, and our Justice League, right?
Justice League special. And that one we're going to be talking about all the movies that came out, Man of Steel to Wonder Woman.
Exactly.
So
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that trash movie.
Yeah, that one too. But we're going to be talking to all of them up to Justice League. Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Scotty.
All right. Till then.
Be good, guys. Take it easy.